She's been in 6.5 years. I kind of call her the circle girl. Oh my gosh, she's been in the founder's circle since the beginning, all 6 years. She's been in the designer circle the last 3 years. And the last, not just once, but 4 times in the top 10 for the nation in retail. She is now a grandmother. So help me welcome from Houston, Marilynn Patterson.
All right, ladies, well, I want to talk to you about checkout time, because checkout time is really the golden hour of your show. And when you're doing checkout with your customers, I want you to do 2 things. I want you to upsell your product, and I want you to schedule a future point of contact with every guest. It might be a show, it might be a chance to share the business, but I want to stay connected with them after tonight. Now let's talk about upselling first. I need you to love your product. I need you to be passionate about this jewelry, because when you're emotional, it's contagious. You are creating a connection with that gal with your emotion, and you're setting the temperature of that relationship. So turn up your thermostat. I love to say this to my guests who sit down and know what they want. Jackie, you made great choices. Affirm her selections. Show the guest that you have an emotional, passionate relationship with your product, with this line of jewelry. And I also want you to use her name, because that creates intimacy. Look at her wish list, compare it to her order form, and discuss purchasing now, not later, now. If there's a special, you might say, Irene, you are only $40 away from that $75 special. Let's go get some earrings. Help her see that there's a way to make it better. I often tell my customers what I want them to do. I don't ask them. You're hearing that today. So I might say, Sherry, we're getting this Sugar Rush necklace tonight, right? Describe something special about the piece to affirm her. These are genuine beads. I wear this 3 times a week. Can you just picture this on blue? I sometimes get my Susie Orman voice out, and I will say, this is an excellent investment in your wardrobe. Say everything with total confidence and with passion. I also have a habit when they're kind of shopping of saying, Laura, I'm just going to write this on your ticket so I won't forget. We can always take it off later if we need to. And if she cannot make a decision, do you have those girls? Then I say, hey Mary, here's the thing. If you don't love it when it comes, we've got about 10 days to exchange it for anything else in the catalog. Just holler at me. It's super simple. We do the whole thing through the mail. That takes the pressure off of her. Text her images of the piece worn different ways. It's going to be a huge text with this necklace. But text her pieces of text her pictures. Show her in your phone. Say, I'm going to send you this. Can I just send you a quick text? She will love you. They're on Pinterest. They're everywhere. You all know how to do that. Then, not only have you helped her and blessed her, but you have her cell phone number in your phone. That's good. And ladies, keep in mind too, there is a difference between saying, that looks good with your dress, and saying, that makes me want to cry. It is so beautiful. So, I want you to be excited and passionate, because remember, the tone of your voice and your body language, and I'm going to say, and some humor, with your emotion. That's your emotion, and that's as important as the words that you say. Now, when we're at checkout, the other thing we're going to do, and this is very important, is book the other point of contact. So you've got them. You've got their attention. You've started a relationship with them. Now, let's get them on the calendar. And ladies, this is important. This is the most important part of your business, because if you don't have shows, you are lonely. All right. Remain passionate. First, be sure you have bonded or connected with them in some way. And if you don't think that maybe you have, pay her a sincere compliment. I can live a month on a good compliment. When you say something to somebody that's true, you're smart, you're funny, you're skinny, whatever it may be, It opens the door to connection and communication because she knows you're actually being sincere with her. I also say to every single guest, when are we having your show? Not if, or can we? Kathy, when are we having your show? Have you got that? Write that down. Okay. Now, when you say that, you have to be quiet because they're processing. They can't believe you just said that to them. They're not even making eye contact with you. And you said, when are we having a show? You're also going to suggest when they have the show. Kim, are you a Thursday girl or a Saturday girl? My first opening is in September. Let's book it. I always assume that they want to have a show with me. We just have to get it dated. You can leverage that hostess gift card. Becky, Jillian only needs one more booking to earn that $50 gift card. What are you doing on September 18th? That's how you got to do it. I also love this one. Sometimes, a guest will say to you, what's the best day to have a show? You know there's no best day, right? It's the day that's open on your calendar. So I always say, Mondays are my best day because that's when I want to have jewelry shows on Mondays. But you're going to tell them that's your high day for retail, and you're going to do it in that kind of quiet voice because they think that you just let them in on some inside information. So that creates that bond. And no matter what, ladies, no matter what, pencil it in on your calendar. Even if it's tentative, act like it's firm. I would say, Haley, I'm putting you down for Saturday the 25th. It's in pencil. If you get home and there's a conflict, let me know if you need a different day. Give her a kit, give her a kiss, and move on. And sometimes when you hand her that hostess kit, I want you to say, and this, I'm telling you, I want you to look her in the eye, and you're going to smile, but you are serious. And you're going to say, Natasha, this is our contract. This means that I'm going to call you, and we're going to talk. And you got to be professional and serious with this, because this is your business. No kidding. Like, I'm fun, but this is a business. All right, now visualize the fun for all of your hostesses. We have a special. We have new jewelry. We have this necklace that we can wear 30 ways. I have great giveaways. Be excited because remember, her vision starts leaking. Did you hear that word? Leaving her the minute you paint it for her. So pencil the date while she is still under your amazing influence. And ladies, I know you've heard this, but it bears repeating. Do not tell her you will call her about a date, or heaven forbid, let her call you. You can put her on a milk carton and you will never see her or hear from her again. That's right. Do not do that. All right. Now, maybe she says, I can't. She's telling you about her objections or her fears. And I want you to listen and say to her, tell me about that. And I want you to listen because she needs to tell you what's going on. Now, sometimes it's big stuff and you might just have to pray for her. But sometimes you can reframe her objection and say something like, let's just do this whole thing after soccer season is over. Let's do it when the kids are at BBS. That's my favorite time. You get the idea. Let's do it at my house. Give her a creative solution that sounds like you're collaborating. Another way to reframe your objections is to use feel, felt, found. Any of you that have worked in customer service have already learned this, I hope. So, feel, felt, found is a universal customer service strategy. And how I use it in my business is she might say, I'm so busy. And you're going to say, I know how you feel. And you might even tell her why. My mother's been in the hospital for 3 weeks. I know how you feel. I felt that way too. But here's what I found out. When I had that jewelry show, it was just 2 hours. I was with my girlfriends. It lifted me up so much to be with them and just to do something fun for a little bit. Tell her that you know how she feels, you felt the same way too, and this is what you found out. Another strategy is when she says, I can't do a show. Then you're going to say, okay, let's not do a show. Let's just get together with the jewelry and you can invite some ladies and we'll play for a while. She says, great. You're reframing Put it on your calendar. It's not a show. All right? Now, you're also going to book some leads at your show, at the checkout time of your show, and you're going to schedule that really fast in the next 24 to 48 hours, because these are like bookings, but they're actually more immediate. Why do you need to date this right now? Because she's excited right now, and her vision is leaking. So get her on the calendar before you lose her. Make an appointment for a phone call. Hey, Jerry, can I just give you a quick call tomorrow? Are you in the car by 5:15? That's good. I'll call. Invite her to the next event, a blingo, an OP, group training, anything. This is my favorite way to phrase it, and we have a lot of group OPs in Houston, and the favorite thing I love to say is, hey, there's a special event on Wednesday. It's at the home of my leaders, and I can only bring 2 people. Would you be my date? And then be quiet, because she has to think about what you just said. But it makes her feel exclusive. It's very special. You can always invite them to listen to a YouTube. We have great ones out there. And what I like to say to them when I'm using that particular connection is to say the if I would you. If I text you a link to a video, would you watch it before we talk tomorrow? It's a contract. Did you hear that? It's a reciprocal contract. If I would you. It also says that you're giving them something of value. So if I call you at 3:07 tomorrow, you will have listened to it, right? She just said yes twice, so that's good. So ladies, checkout time is your golden customer service time. It is the harvest of your preparation and all of your work. You might feel like you are winding down because you are tired and you are hungry, your blood sugar is low. Finish strong, because you have an amazing opportunity to make a lasting impression and to grow your business. It is so much easier and so much more effective when you do this at your shows. Do not rush. Do not skip. You are the face of Premier, and you are the face of your business. So use this golden opportunity to its fullest.